Okay, so today we're going to be knocking off these old leaf spring hanger brackets and then the front hanger bracket. This one's already gone. And then I'll test fit, maybe possibly temporarily mount the replacements. But I'm also gonna show a couple methods to removing rivets off the frame. And I apologize in advance. I'm gonna have the heat running, so it'll be a little on the noisy side. But other than that, should be a good one. It should help a few people out. So also, these are kind of like the tools you'd be working with, possibly. This is pretty basic. You can get this cutoff wheel pretty much anywhere, pretty cheap. This would be like the step up, which I really like because of the reach and gets into better places. Angle grinder corded, and then I do have a cordless one. Very handy to have, but you just gotta make sure you got the batteries to handle all of it. So we'll start off with one of the little cutoff wheels. Okay, so the other thing I kind of forgot to mention, but a good hammer, metal punch, and you saw the chisel I had, just something like that. So I didn't have to cut the whole way through, that way you can pound it off pretty much, and then I just kind of smoothed the surface here, so it should be able to hopefully punch it through. And I will say, sometimes you can't punch the rivet through the frame, but you'll get the bracket freed up, which is what we want to get done first. And then afterwards, you may have to cut the rest of it that's sticking out through the hole, cut it flush to the frame, and then you can punch it through. So now, we're going to move on to the angle grinder method. All right, we're gonna bounce to the other side here. So now we're here. Use the angle grinder on this one. All right, we're gonna work on the lower one now. That works. Hold on. Check that out. There's a rivet. I don't think it did its job. Like I said before, sometimes you're left with the remaining here. So obviously we got to get that out because you'd replace these with bolts. You could try hitting it through, but it might not go. All right, you can see this one here is flush. It was sticking out like that. I hit it with a hammer, so it actually was about to come out there. That's about out. There's that one. We're gonna try this one, but I'm gonna cut it first. There it is. Woo! All right, now we got that bracket moved. We got all the rivets pounded out. Obviously, if you're still under the truck and everything's in place, it will make things that much more difficult. But overall, that's not too bad. Even if you just got the little cutoff wheel, it takes a little longer, but it'll do the same job. And then a hammer and a chisel, or a punch if you don't have a air hammer of sorts. Even if you don't have one, you know, maybe your buddy has one or something like that. But yeah, that would all make the job a lot easier. Now, we're gonna move down to that one. All right, so this time, so I'm gonna do this next method. We did the kind of just chopping the head off, I call it. We're gonna do something a little different. It's actually how I cut off the Ford Super Duty bed bolt heads when I gotta take off the beds on those. So basically, I try to do like a, what do I wanna call it? Like a tic-tac-toe pattern, and use a chisel to blow the pieces off if I don't cut them off already. I'll be honest with you, I never tried it doing it on a rivet. I've only done it on those bed bolts. So I'm gonna give it a shot now and see how it works out. Here we go. First. Oh, jeez, that doesn't help. All right, so what I just got done doing is I hit the corner, top left corner of this off, and I hit this whole side off. It's typically how it would work. If I didn't have this rib here, then I'd be able to complete my cut across here, and then this one down here, and do the same thing. Just hammer and chisel, pop that on off, that end off, and then sometimes you can just get it straight off the bracket. But we'll see what happens. There, that piece went. That. Work on the side here because you're down on the ground or whatever, but either way. That moving. So that's free. see. There we go. Right. That's cool. We got all these out. All right, so you saw we just got done doing this side here. I only have one other, we'll say it's just this one here. But this side here, I need to get this off, and then that way I can figure out how I'm gonna repair this part of the frame right here. But I think we're gonna do it the fun way. I think I'm gonna show everyone how I do that with my plasma cutter. So yeah, I'm gonna get that over here and we'll get that going. That's actually all done already. I can punch that out, no problem. Okay, that's one bracket. That one's off. Yep. So you can see why I like the plasma cutter method better. This I would not recommend unless you have a lot of practice doing it. Go. But other than that, we're done for now. All right, so I went out, grabbed these from outside. They were just laying on the ground underneath that carport out there. But these, basically they're brand new. These are OEM ones. When my brother had the truck, he actually ordered these from someone, I believe on eBay, and then he got them and he, what is it, Pour 15. Yeah, he coated them with the Pour 15. But geez, I don't know, that was like, I don't know, I want to say it was like at least 5 years ago. So these things have been just sitting outside pretty much. And I'd say the coating is doing a good job of holding up. None of these brackets have chips, anything, rust, nothing. Oh, did I say that? Oh, hold on. It's not rust on the bracket. It was something else it was against. So yeah, I'm gonna get these kind of test fitted on here and go from there. Okay, got my new brackets on. Pretty fancy. Nice new stuff. It's always nice to see. Even though it's not going on permanently right now, but still nice to see it on there. Kind of gives me a little bit more motivation, you know, keep going on it. So that looks good. Everything test fits well. So for now, it'll probably just sit there. This side I'll have to take back off. And like I said, it'll be a different video. I'll have to look at repairing this part of the frame. And there is additional things I got to repair here on both sides, actually. And then that should be it. And then this cross member I know is junk, but I plan on rebuilding it just like I rebuilt this one, but this one's only rusty because it's been sitting outside. But other than that, it's all good. I got one more set of rivets I'm going to take off. It's actually the old shock mount bracket on the other side. It's gone. So I got to get out of the way. So I'm going to use the plasma cutter, burn these off. And obviously be extra careful because this part of the frame is actually really nice. So again, I wouldn't recommend doing it like this unless you had a lot of practice. Get it. Just about there. There it is. Shock mount. So, that works good. What do you think, Maddie?
Subscribe.
So anyways, sorry. Oldest wanted to come and be a part of the video. All right, so that's gonna do it for this one. I showed you a couple methods to get these rivets off. I got my new parts mocked up, look good, pretty happy with that. So I'll be plugging along on this project moving forward. You know, with the frame, I still got to finish this and so on. Obviously, you got to build it. So hopefully this helps some of you out. And if you like the video, hit the like button and hit the notification button to see more stuff like this coming up. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. It helps me out a lot and I really appreciate it. But other than that, like I said, that'll do it for now. So as always, thank you for watching. And we'll see you in the next one.